Hello everybody, welcome to race number 3 for the All-Star Offline Racing Series. Getting ready to begin practice. Just making sure I have everything set up here. Alright, we are good to go. So, I've been doing a little bit of work with my program that records the races. I can show you guys the points now, finally. Alright, so we're going to go right into the practice session. Just make sure I have everything correct. Last week at Phoenix, or ISM, I had the race length down to 25%, so I need to make sure that is not that way this time. Alright, so we're going to do the 15 minutes of practice, or 10 minutes of practice, and then we will start qualifying. Minutes of practice. Whoops. Alright. So a lot of stuff happening yesterday in the truck race. We'll go over that in just a little bit. That 37, Alexander Jones, was one of the big highlight drivers yesterday. Again, like I said, we will go over that in just a little bit. Give everybody some time to connect to the server, or connect to the live stream. Alright, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing? So we've got like about 8 minutes until practice is over. Give everybody a time to go get like food or drink or whatever you have to do. Just watch some of the cars here in practice. Not sure if this race is going to be the exact same type of race as the truck race yesterday, but if it is, it's going to be a very wild, very long race. I saw a ton of crashes, a couple huge crashes. We have a couple injured drivers as well. We'll go over that, like I said, in just a few minutes when qualifying starts. 11, Alejandro Rodriguez. He is third in points, 16 points back. So far in the Cup Series, we have got 2 different winners. Both of them are rookies. They have not been in the All-Star Offline Racing Series yet until this season. So see if one of the Cup regulars could win today. We saw Damian Singletary win the truck race yesterday. He is one of the Cup regulars. He is in this race too. Right now, 53, Logan York has the fastest time. That's driver right here, the 37. This is supposed to be Alexander Jones, but the 37 right now is being ran by Alvin Jones, who is the brother of Alexander. Alexander was injured in a crash yesterday in the truck race. He has a broken leg, so Alvin will be replacing him for a few weeks until Alexander is better. Have to see how this 37 car does. Right now, as they run, he is 39th on the board, so still trying to get used to his car. But we hope for a speedy recovery for Alexander. Also, Leland Fife, we'll go over that a little bit later. But see how that 37 car does. Top 10 times right now, looking pretty close, about 0.2 of a second away from each other. That's first through 10th. Everybody has made at least one lap now. 32 Austin Johnson, he is running with Jacob Britt, and I believe that is the 21 Nancy Pryor. Or no, that's Sarah Rocha. 21 right there. She was the points winner last season. Austin Johnson right now topping practice. Car is looking really fast. Gets a huge run off the turn 2. .48 Ryan Benjamin, he's 7th right now. Sam Oskin, one of the points contenders, he's 5th in points. However, he is, I believe he is pretty far back. He's back in 34th right now. Alvin Jones has gotten up to 17th in practice, subbing for his brother. Not doing a bad job right now. See Ryan Benjamin on the outside of Sam Oskin. He might have a pretty quick time now. Looks like it stays about the same. So 4 minutes left in practice. Oh, someone blowing up. That's a 34 Brew Zero. So Brew Zero not having any luck right now. He was 9th in practice. But blowing up already, that is not a good sign. Possibly a sign to come for other drivers as well. Have to see how that plays out. It's Tim Hoffman and Skylar Rocha battling beside each other. So we've already seen one mechanical failure here in practice. We saw a couple yesterday in the truck race. Other than that, I don't think we're going to see a crash here in practice. Maybe. See 5 cars right here racing with each other. Three wide in practice. Well, 3 wide for a second. That's Stephen Pollard, the 3rd, Lindsey Hancock, Yale Carrillo, Dylan Eberheiman, and Alvin Jones at 37. He's getting used to some of these cars. I'm sorry, the 17 is Callie Hancock, not Lindsey Hancock. 37, Alvin Jones, and 17th. So, doing a good job right now. A little over 2 minutes of practice left. We will start qualifying, and then we will start the race. It's going to be a pretty wild race, I have a feeling. If you are watching this video, at the bottom of this video, which right now it's kind of blocked by some of the buttons on the game, you'll see there's a link. You have to type it in on the internet, but it's allstarracingseries.mn.co. That is the official website for this offline series. You can see more up-to-date stuff. We'll post points, other stuff, stories, all sorts of stuff. You can create an account and chat with other people there. It's just a pretty cool little website. Logan York was the creator of that, so thank you for that. But neat little website, and you can always get the schedule and such on that website, so it doesn't hurt to go there and sign up. So about 1 minute until we start qualifying. That 32 Austin Johnson, he looks like he is going to be the fastest driver in practice. Those times have not changed. Actually, I think the top 10 have stayed. Laura Lee Wiebe has worked her way into 10th, but other than that, top 10 have stayed the same. There is Austin Johnson there. It looks like he is going to come down pit road and end his practice session. I will be right back. Right, so I'm back. Austin Johnson is the fastest driver in practice. 10 more seconds, we will start qualifying. See who can get the pole. So they have to wait for the cars to finish their lap, so it's about another 25 seconds. Alright, qualifying starting. And while we wait for qualifying, let's go ahead and show you guys the points as they enter this race. Give me 1 second to pull that up. Hold on 1 second. Oh no. See if I can adjust the mic a certain way. Well, go figure it's not going to let me show you guys the points. I don't understand that. But I will have that posted in the highlight video, don't worry. And look at that, Austin Johnson. So far, fastest in qualifying. He was the fastest in practice. See if maybe I can adjust the mic a little bit. Let me know if the echo is still here. I have no idea if it is. So, while we wait for qualifying to end, yesterday in the truck race, the 49, Alexander Jones, was racing. He was in a hard crash on the front stretch, flipped a few times. He ended up breaking his leg. His younger brother, Alvin Jones, is going to be standing in for him, filling in for the next couple races. And then the other driver, Leland Fife, the I believe 41 car, 41 truck, he was in a very bad crash on the front stretch. Barrel rolled, I think, about 15 times, and he ended up breaking his neck and rib. So he is going to be out for further notice. We have no idea how long it's going to be, But Tim Brannigan from season number 1 is filling in for him in the Truck Series. So Austin Johnson, looks like he has the pole for this race. Fastest in practice, fastest in qualifying. Nancy Pryor second. She is one of the points contenders. She's second in points, actually, only 2 points back behind Matt Riddle after Matt won last week at ISM. So here we go. So Austin Johnson gets the pole. Second, Nancy Pryor. See Alex Aves, third. Ryan Benjamin, fourth. Fifth, Benjamin Wallace. Sixth is Logan Gentry. You've got Ron Jackson, Bruce Zero. Callie Hancock, the number 17. The 10 of Pablo West. He is in the top 10 in points. We have Stephen Pollard, the third. Alejandro Rodriguez. Damian Singletary, the 96. The 88, Muhammad Abdullah. That was the Daytona 500 winner. Jeremiah Dwayne in the 51. The 20 of Yale Carrillo. The 14 of Cody Rhodes. The 21, Sarah Rocha, the points winner last season. The 41 of Tyrell Resner. 31, Lindsey Hancock. The 81 of Skylar Rocha. The 18, Bean Weavy. The 3 of Tim Hoffman. The 52, Robert Pollard. You've got the 42, Hunter Blade. The 19, Dylan Eberheimen. You've got the 36, Jacob Britt. 38, Axel Zero. You got the 2 of Sam Adoskin, the 95, Tavis Haken, the 9 of Brendan Hancock, the 13, Matt Riddle. That's the points leader coming into this race. You got the 4 of Zach Cronin, the 77, Steve Pollard, 53, Logan York, really far back in the field. Let's see, we've got the 54, Evan McCollum, the 62, John Book, the 1, Laura Lee Wiebe, the 12, April Pryor, the 37 of Alvin Jones, filling in for his brother. And that's actually last place. So Alvin Jones trying to get used to the car, starting back in 40th. Hopefully he will have a good run. 32, Austin Johnson is going to be the pole sitter. He's going to lead the field to the green flag. Again, if you look at that website down at the bottom of the screen, kind of on the left, that is the official website for the All-Star Offline Racing Series. Go ahead and join that. You'll get some up-to-date information on the league. You'll get all the news and everything that happens. Meanwhile, 130 laps. Austin Johnson, that 32 car, going to lead the field to the green. 130 laps. If we don't have a caution by the halfway point, the caution will be thrown automatically. Green flag in the air. Austin gets a huge start. That 00, Alex Hayes, he did not get as great of a start. Austin Johnson going to clear both lanes. 22, Nancy Pryor. She's fighting with the 00 now. Looks like single file pretty much from second place on back. Austin Johnson, a great start. It's 00, Alex Hayes, second. The 22, Nancy Pryor. Below her is the 43, Benjamin Wallace. Ryan Benjamin falling back to 5th. Not sure if the Highline is going to be a fast line tonight or not. We did see it kind of work in practice. Up front, we got a battle for the lead. That 00, Alex Hayes is going to pass the 32, Austin Johnson. They're going to battle for the lead. I think Austin might let Alex go by without any issues. They're fighting with each other. Alex will lead that lap. 3 wide further back in the field. We already are a little bit further than the truck race as far as green flag racing. See, that's 17 of Callie Hancock. She's making her way towards the front. Ryan Benjamin falling back just a little bit. Back here, a lot of close racing. 2 and 3 wide. Skylar Rocha going to get underneath Yale Carrillo. Going to almost make it 4 wide out of turn number 4. They somehow managed to make it without hitting each other or crashing. Very tense moment already for some of these drivers back here. Skyler involved in a crash last week at ISM. He does not want to lose any more points. The 88, Muhammad Abdullah, he was involved in a crash last week, so he's trying to work his way towards the front. Still see a lot of 3 wide back here. The 21, Sarah Rocha, the 4200 Blade, they almost made contact with the top lane. Fortunately, they did not, and everybody continues to go the right way. 00, Alex Aves still out front. Austin Johnson second. 17, Callie Hancock, she has made her way up to third, fighting for second place. She's trying to battle Austin Johnson. Behind them, Ryan Benjamin on the inside, that 48 car. Benjamin Wallace, they were 3 wide for a second. Here comes the 10 of Pablo West on the outside. High line looks to be pretty strong. Callie Hancock on the inside there, the 17, she is trying to make it work. Trying to get past that 32, and while these cars are battling for second, the 00, Alex Aves, he is pulling away from these cars. Callie Hancock now in second place. Can she clear the 32? Maybe not. 22, Nancy Pryor, fourth place. See the 6 of Logan Gentry. He's worked his way towards the front here. He is one of the points contenders. Or actually, no, he's not. He was involved in a crash. Oh, there's a crash. Jeremiah Twain, the 51's around. A huge crash on the back stretch. Whoops, that is the 18 of Bean Weeby. 62, John Book. Dylan Eberheimen's in it. Jeremiah Dwayne. Unfortunate, the 37, Alvin Jones, subbing for his brother. He is involved. Hunter Blade has damage. The 9, Brendan Hancock, was involved. I don't know if he has any damage. Yeah, he does. He has damage on the right side. The 54, Evan McCollum, has damage. The 38 of Axel Zero, he's got damage. The 12 of April Pryor, she also has damage at second place. No, Nancy Pryor second in points, my bad. Bean Weeby involved in yet another crash. He's got damage to the back of his car. John Book, he's got a lot of damage to both ends of his car. The 52, Robert Pollard. Jeremiah Dwayne has some. Dylan Eberheim at 19, he looks to have a ton of damage. His day might be over. The 4 of Zach Cronin's involved. Meanwhile, everybody coming down pit road. Looks like the 2 of Sam Oskin, and I don't know who the other driver was. Maybe Logan York. They stayed out. A couple drivers stay out here. So it looks like the 14 of Cody Rhodes, the 41 Tyrell Resner, the 51 of Logan York. Or no, 53, I'm sorry. 53 of Logan York and the 2 of Sam Oskin. They stay out. 17, Callie Hancock, trying to beat the 00 off pit road, and I think she does. Looks like Callie Hancock, Alex Aves, Ryan Benjamin, Pablo West, and Benjamin Wallace, the top 5 drivers off of pit road. The 4 of Zach Cronin is 1 lap down. See the retired list, the 19, Dylan Eberheimen, again involved in a crash. He is out of the race. And the 37, Alvin Jones, subbing for his brother from that nasty crash last night in the truck race. He is out of the race, unfortunately, early on. So the top 4 drivers stayed out. Cody Rhodes, Tyrell Resner, Logan York, and Sam Oskin. They stayed out. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with them. If they're able to stay in front of the other drivers, we'll see just how much tires are, or how critical they are. Meanwhile, let's go back. Let's look and see what happened. We'll go ahead and look from Alvin Jones's point of view. He was further back, so I don't know. This wreck happened up with Jeremiah Dwayne. Jeremiah gets spun out. Looked like it was Tavis Haken that spun him out. Let's check it again. Let's see. Did Tavis Haken? No, it was Bean Weeby. Spun the 51. It's not really a good view there. Try to watch from this view. Say the 18 Bean Weeby. He hit Jeremiah. Jeremiah made some contact with Skyler too. Bean hit the wall, and you see everybody just stacks up and involved. So many drivers. Let's go ahead and look. Let's watch from Tavis Haken's view. You're going to see the 18 just spin him out. Spin the 51, Jeremiah Dwayne out. And that basically is all she wrote for some of those drivers. The 19 and that 37 out of the race. Unfortunate. So we are getting ready to go back to green. We have one more lap. Top 4 drivers did not pit. So the 4 Zach Cronin on the inside line. He is a lap down. 19 of Dylan Eberheimen, 37 Alvin Jones. They are both out of the race early. 37 drivers still on the lead lap. So let's see just how well these 4 drivers here can stay in front of the 17 of Callie Hancock. Callie, Alex, and everybody else behind them. They all got tires and fuel. Top 4 still on their tires, but they only have about 7 laps on the tires. Green flag back in the air. The 14 Cody Rhodes gets a great start. Tyrell Resner did not get too great of a start. Single file for the first 8 or so drivers. Zach Cronin is a little slower than some of these drivers here in this back half of the field. He is going to slow some of them down. Callie Hancock still has not made any ground up yet. She's going to go to the high side. Look at the 00, Alex Aves. Logan, Logan, third place. He was on the outside for a second. Callie Hancock falling back. Here comes the 10 of Pablo West. Cody Rhodes got a great start. Further back in the field, you see a lot of the damaged drivers back here, but the 54, Evan McCollum, he is really slowing everybody up back here. I thought that was going to be the 4 of Zach Cronin. Evan McCollum slowing down everybody. Most of the drivers have damage back in this part of the field. Oh, the 43, Benjamin Wallace had some issues. Looks like he might have a tire down. And this is going to stack everybody up as well. Austin Johnson, the pole sitter, pretty far back in the field. 43, Benjamin Wallace was in 10th place. He had a tire go down. There was no smoke in the back of his car, so that's a good sign that it is probably a tire. Nancy Pryor, the 22, is in 10th place. See the top 9 drivers here, then battling for the lead. Pablo West, that 10, to the front. Passing the 14 of Cody Rhodes. Can he hold on to the lead? I think he's going to clear Cody. Tyrell Resner, third, and Alex saves the 00. Almost ran into the back of Tyrell Resner. Tyrell falling back a couple positions. Now Alex up to third. Callie Hancock on the inside. The tires might be coming into play now. There's Stephen Pollard, the third in the 24. He had a great run yesterday in the truck race. Callie Hancock looking for the lead. 14 in the 00, almost made contact. Alex Aves has been everywhere. Not sure what happened to Tyrell Resner, but he is sitting in 6th place now. Zach Cronin, Bean Weeby, they are off the pace. Some of these drivers back here still with damage, and they are a bit slower than the leaders. So a lot of these drivers, they're trying to catch up to the front half of this field. Pablo West, the 10, still leading this race. Cody Rhodes, second. Here comes Callie Hancock, though, for second now. Cody going to get a nice run off of turn number 2. And Cody Rhodes going to hold on to second here. He has a huge run off of turn number 4. It looks like he might take the lead away from Pablo West. He is going to take the lead easily. High line looking really good here. Pablo West now back on the inside. My correction, it is Alex Alves, not Aves. So looking back at some of the cars back here, a lot of cars here racing with each other. This is from about 14th on back to about 20th. Pole sitter Austin Johnson, the 32. He is back in 19th place. 20th, Damian Singletary, back in 20th place. So far, one crash. That was the big one on the back stretch. A lot of drivers have damage, but they're still pretty quick. They're up to speed. Up front, we have a battle for the lead. Pablo West might lose it to Callie Hancock. Callie, that number 17, she is going to go to the lead and try to lead some laps here in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. She hasn't quite cleared him. I think she'll clear him in turn 3. Maybe not. Here comes Pablo West back on the outside. Can he get a run off of turn number 4? And she is going to clear Pablo, so she will lead lap number 22 out of 130. Benjamin Wallace at 43, he is 2 laps down. He has rejoined the race. It was a tire issue for that driver. Third place is the 00 Alex Alves. Whoa, Stephen Pollard almost into the back of Cody Rhodes, the 14. We've seen a couple of these drivers slow up, get really either tight or loose off of turn number 4. And a few drivers have almost ran into the back of other drivers there. Back here, Ryan Benjamin trying to hold off Samet Oskin. Trying to hold off, who was Tyrell Resner. He's trying to get past Samet Oskin. Tyrell Resner falling back a little bit further. He's in 8th place right now. Back here, some 2 and 3 wide racing. See the 34 of Brew Zero. He is leading this pack. The 95 Tavis Haken right behind him. You have the 6 of Logan Gentry, the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez. Alejandro, he is 3rd in points. So he is trying to work his way up into the top 10. He's getting pushed by the 3 of Tim Hoffman into the turn there. Everything settles down for the time being. 31 Lindsey Hancock. 3 wide with Damian Singletary and the 32 of Austin Johnson. The pole sitter for the race falling back. He is around 20th position. Go back up front here. You see the 10, Pablo West, still trying to get past the 17, Callie Hancock. So the top three kind of separated by a little bit. Stephen Pollard the third, that 24, he has worked his way into third place. Alex Alves, he has fallen to fourth, possibly back to fifth. It's Ryan Benjamin trying to pass him. I believe the two of Sam and Oskin and this group of cars, I think they're catching the top six drivers. We'll have to see what the interval is this time by. Oh, they're about the same. Whoa! You see the 41 Tyrell Resner bounce off of Sam and Oskin entering turn number one. That almost caused a crash. Oh, somebody on the apron. I think that's the 95 Tavis Haken. Tavis Haken on the apron. And it looks like his day is probably going to be done. There's no smoke. I don't know if he can't be out of fuel. I don't think the fuel window is this short. I'm not sure what happened. We'll have to follow up with him, but he is stopped on the track. I don't know if it's going to cause a caution or not. '22 Nancy Pryor, she is 7th place, trying to catch the 6th place driver. Getting pushed by Logan Gentry and the 41 Tyrell Resner. 53 Logan York is back here as well. I thought they were catching this front group, but I don't think they're catching them yet. For Zach Cronin going another lap down. So we will throw the caution for the Tavis Haken being stopped on the track. That was part of the rules at the beginning of the season when we started the signups. So the 17 Callie Hancock is the race leader. She barely held on to the lead as Poplar West tried to get past her. So I believe we will be seeing pit stops here. Tavis Haken on pit road now. We're going to have to follow up with him. It could be a fuel pump issue. It was not a tire issue. If he would have had a tire go down, then he would have been able to keep driving the car. Unless it could have been an axle, possibly. So pit stops happening. 17 Callie Hancock leading the field to pit road. Well, Tavis Haken is getting tires. I think he still is in the race. We'll have to see if Callie can hold on to the lead, or if somebody else will beat her out. Tavis Haken is back out on the track. So he must have, I guess, had a tire again, and he stopped on the track to get the caution. So Callie Hancock, Pablo West, and Stephen Pollard up to third. Ryan Benjamin going to lose a few positions. Fourth is Cody Rhodes. He'll gain 2 positions. Fifth is Alex Alves. And sixth is going to be Ryan Benjamin. So Tavis Haken back out on the track. So the top 2 stay the same. Cody Rhodes in third. Oh, the 53. That's Logan York. Logan York with piston problems. He has retired from the race. I didn't even see that happen. Whoa, there is a crash on the track. Muhammad Abdullah, the 88. The 12 of April Pryor. That's the 51, Jeremiah Dwayne. The 54, Evan McCollum, I think Bean Weeby, Robert Pollard, John Book. What in the world happened there? We are going to have to go back and look at that. Something happened coming off of pit road. So huge implications in this race. What in the world? John Book entering turn number 3 off of pit road. Laura Lee Weeby hit him, and then the 12 of April prior hit John, and they hit the wall. Bean Weeby, Evan McCollum, Jeremiah Dwayne, Muhammad Abdul, they were involved. What in the world? So the cautions, or the problems, again happening under caution. We've seen in season number 1, this happened quite a lot, and now it's happening yet again. They hit the wall, and heavy damage on their cars. Benjamin Wallace, of 43, is able to get by. Muhammad Abdullah hit Jeremiah Dwayne in the back. Robert Pollard was able to get by without any damage. So that is going to... I don't know who's in this race and who isn't now. A few drivers have retired. The 62, John Book, the 12 of April Pryor, she is out. Logan York had issues. He is out. So the 95, Tavis Haken, he is going to start on the inside line. We've got 3 cars a lap down. 2 laps down, actually. Tavis Haken, 4 laps down. So 2 cautions. We've had a crash in turn 3. Logan York tied with 10th place entering this race for points. So Callie Hancock, the 17 on the restart. She's going to be the leader back to the green flag. The 95, Tavis Haken, does not have any damage. He's 4 laps down, trying to get one of his laps back. He still has a long way to go. A little under 100 laps left. Green flag back in the air. See Tavis trying to hang on to the 17. The 4, Zach Cronin, and the 43, Benjamin Wallace, they are going to fall back. I think everyone's going to get by without any issues, hopefully. Tavis Haken side by side with Callie Hancock up front. He might get one of his laps back. He is really fighting for it. I think the 41, Tyrell Resner, went up, and I don't know if he hit the wall or not. Callie, though, going to hold off that 95. Bean Weeby falling back. He has got a lot of damage. Zach Cronin holding up some of these drivers back here. That's the number 4. A lot of these drivers involved in the crash under caution. .43 Benjamin Wallace right in front of the 96 Damian Singletary. Tim Hoffman got real tight off the turn, almost went up and hit the 1 of Laura Lee Weeby. Up front, the 17. Callie Hancock actually loses the lead. The 10 of Pablo West is now the leader, and the 95, Tavis Haken, he gets his lap back. So Tavis now is only 3 laps down. Here comes the 24, Stephen Pollard III. He is going to make it 3 wide for the lead. Pablo West in the middle, Callie Hancock up top. Callie got a huge run off the turn, and she will hold off all of these drivers and hold on to the lead. Now 3 wide for second. Cody Rhodes working his way up to third. Cody Rhodes, huge run off of the turn. He's going to try to get past Stephen Pollard the third. Back here, Ryan Benjamin and Alex Alves. They are battling side by side with each other. Bruzero right behind Alex. Oh, they make some contact. They still go, though. No issues yet. I think there's a caution flag. No, maybe not. I thought there was a caution on the track, but we are all right. We are still under green. At 95, Tavis Aiken trying to get a lap back. Has not had any luck with that yet. Battle for second as Cody Rhodes and Stephen Pollard the third battle beside each other. Here comes Cody Rhodes on the outside. He is going to get a huge run off of turn 4 now, and he is going to retake the lead here at Atlanta. Lap number 39 out of 130. Back here, they are racing 3 wide with each other. That's Nancy Pryor on the inside, the 4200 Blade, and the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez. So Cody Rhodes still the leader. The 17 Callie Hancock second. Tight racing back here. Bruce Zero and the 48 Ryan Benjamin. Ryan Benjamin slowing down. See if he can get a good run off the turn. At 34, Bruce Zero. Oh, there's some contact back here. Pablo West gets hit by Logan Gentry. They keep it off of the wall and onto the grass. They continue to go without any issues. That's good to see, but they're starting to race aggressively up here. Cody Rhodes, the 14, still the race leader. Three wide here for third place. Bruiser trying to hold on to it. Alejandro Rodriguez and Stephen Pollard, they're making their way towards the front. A lot of really crazy racing here. Tavis Aiken now trying to still get one of his laps back. He will move ahead of the 14 of Cody Rhodes for the time being. The way these cars are racing here, I think they're going to have a crash at some point near the front. So, a lot of racing here. Cody Rhodes still has the lead. Alejandro Rodriguez in the second. He is going to go on the inside of Tavis Aiken. 3 wide for the lead. The 11 and the 14 are battling for the lead. The 95 in the middle of this group. He is 4 laps down, trying to get back on the lead lap. They are really, really racing close with each other up here. A lot of drivers are starting to pull up closer to these cars as they're racing side by side. Tavis Aiken, the 95, gets a huge run off of 4. 14 of Cody Rhodes still the race leader. Bruce Zero up to third. That number 34 car, he was the favorite to win the championship last season. Almost had it done until he was involved in a couple crashes. He finished, I believe that was 5th in the points. Having a great run right now. He is battling Cody Rhodes for the lead. Here comes the 11, Alejandro Rodriguez. Callie Hancock almost into the back of Alejandro. 3 wide back here. I don't know how they've been doing it without wrecking. Tavis Aiken still fighting Cody Rhodes, trying to get his lap back. Now Alejandro Rodriguez, the 11, he is battling Cody Rhodes for the lead. He is going to get that huge run ahead of the 95 Tavis Aiken. Now he goes to the front. Alejandro Rodriguez, the 11, going to lead this race. Three wide for third, Nancy Pryor. That 22, she is now up to third place. As this race is running currently, she is the points leader. Alejandro Rodriguez trying to pull away from these drivers. They're about to come up on the 4 of Zach Cronin, the 18 Bean Weeby. You see Jeremiah Dwayne, Evan McCollum, Robert Pollard, they're all damaged off the pace. Cars racing back here with each other. 13 of Matt Riddle, he was the points leader entering this race. 41 Tyro Resner, he has fallen back to 19th place. There's Jacob Britt, Laura Lee Wiebe, Damian Singletary, Benjamin Wallace, who is 2 laps down, or 3 laps down, I think. See Lindsey Hancock, Sam Oskin battling side by side. Up front, though, the battle is still heating up here. Here comes the 81 Skylar Rocha. I don't know where he came from. The 42 Hunter Blade, he is up here as well. Tavis Aiken right behind the leader. That's the 11F. Alejandro Rodriguez trying to fight to get his one of his laps back. 3 wide behind the leader. Nancy Pryor almost into the side of Tavis Aiken. Skylar Rocha battling Nancy Pryor for second. Can he get the second place position? "34 cars in this race. You see the 88, the 12, the 62, the 53. They are all out from the crash. Well, the 53 is out from a mechanical failure. The 14, Cody Rhodes, shooting through the middle of Nancy Pryor and Logan Gentry. Skylar Rocha, in the meantime, he gets the lead. So Benjamin Wallace, Zach Cronin, they're 2 laps down. Tavis Aiken 4 laps down. There's Zach Cronin, speaking of the 4 car. See which line he decides to go with. Can Skylar Rocha get past him? It's going to hold the 81 of Skylar up. Here comes the 6 of Logan Gentry. Cody Rhodes, they're going to get past Zach. Tavis Aiken is able to get by. Skylar Rocha is going to get past as well. So now Logan Gentry is the new leader here at Atlanta. Still green flag. I don't know if we'll see another crash or not. Oh, just as I say that, the 4 of Zach Cronin into the 17 of Callie Hancock. I thought they were going to crash. Somehow they didn't. Zach Cronin holding up the leaders here. They're trying to get past and race with each other, and he was almost involved in a crash. Logan Gentry and Cody Rhodes now battling for the lead. Skylar Rocha, the 81, he is in 3rd place. Alejandro Rodriguez, the 11, 4th place. 5th place, the 42 of Hunter Blade. Still green flag. We've seen a couple close calls. 18 of Bean Wiebe will be the next driver to go a lap down. Same with the 51 Jeremiah Dwayne. Everyone else seems to be pretty much up to speed. All these drivers getting past Zach Cronin. 48, Ryan Benjamin. He has fallen back to 12th. 11th place is Brew Zero. They were up in the top 5 moments ago. Callie Hancock, she's falling back. Same with Pablo West. New drivers up in the top 5 now. Tavis Aiken, the 95, still up front trying to get a lap back. Alejandro Rodriguez fighting with Cody Rhodes for the lead. Hunter Blade, the 42, he is up to 4th place, trying to take 3rd place away from Logan Gentry. Hunter Blade, Cody Rhodes, Alejandro Rodriguez, they are up in the top 5 in points. As of right now, Hunter Blade has a little bit of damage to the hood of his car, and he is up in the top 5, battling for 2nd. Great to see some cars that have damage near the front. So top 5, Alejandro Rodriguez, Cody Rhodes, Hunter Blade, Logan Gentry, and Skylar Rocha. Behind them, 4 wide. This is not going to work. 32, Austin Johnson, Nancy Pryor, Stephen Pollard. Can they make it? They make it without wrecking. I don't know how that worked. The 32 of Austin Johnson, he is up in the top 10 after he was back around 20th place. The racing is definitely heating up. I'm surprised we haven't seen a crash yet. We have seen a couple crashes early on. They are catching the 18 Bean Wiebe. See what happens when they catch him. Cody Rhodes, the 14 out front. Logan Gentry, 2nd. Those two drivers have had great seasons compared to last season. Both of those drivers were in the qualifying races that we had pretty much all year round, and they missed quite a bit of races. It's great to see them up front. Looking at some of the other cars, everyone gets past the 4 of Zach Cronin without any issues. The 24 Stephen Pollard in 10th place. Look at the 6th Logan Gentry. He is battling for the lead. They're sneaking up on that 18 of Bean Weeby. Logan Gentry has the lead. I think some of these drivers are probably saving their tires. Back here, the 34 Bruise Zero, Ryan Benjamin, Lindsey Hancock. I think they're just kind of riding it out for now. Ciel Carrillo, Alex Alves, he was up near the top 5 early on. He's fallen back to 15th, I believe. Laura Lee Weeby, Sam Oskin battling for 16th place. So they have caught the 18 of Bean Weeby. Where are they going to go? I think Logan Gentry might be able to get by without any issues. Battle for second, Hunter Blade, Skylar Rocha. Austin Johnson has worked his way back into the top 5, the pole sitter for this race. See where Bean goes. Will he block the leaders? Logan is going to get by without any problems. Skylar Rocha going to get past as well. And Hunter Blade, he is going to be stuck behind the 18 of Bean Weeby. Same with Cody Rhodes. Austin Johnson up to 3rd place. Here comes the 17 Callie Hancock. She's working her way back up towards the front. "70 laps to go here at Atlanta. We've had 2 cautions, one for a huge crash, one for Tavis Aiken stopping on the track. I believe he had I guess he had a tire issue, but he decided to stop on the track and have a caution. He lost 4 laps because of it, though. Austin Johnson at 32 in 2nd place now. Skylar falling back to 4th. So still a very long way to go. We're almost halfway through this race. Bean Weeby going to fall back. Actually, he's going to get passed by... I think it's already been passed by all these drivers. Oh, he's right there, actually. He's not that slow compared to Zach Cronin and a few other drivers. So Logan Gentry has a pretty nice lead now over Austin Johnson, Hunter Blade, and Skylar Rocha. Look at some of the drivers back here. 51, Jeremiah Dwayne. He was involved in the first crash. Also the crash that was under caution. Zach Cronin, Evan McCollum, they're damaged. Tyrell Resner, the 41, he has fallen back really far back. He is in 27th. He was up in the top 10 about 30 laps ago. He does have damage, though. 52, Robert Pollard, the 9 of Brendan Hancock, they were involved in the first crash. 13 of Matt Riddle, right behind the 21 of Sarah Rocha. Matt won last week. He came into this race as the points leader. Matt Riddle, though, he is pretty far back. Matt Riddle running 25th. Right in front of him, 21 Sarah Rocha. She was the points winner last season. She's not having a great series so far. Bruiser, the 38, I believe he is a lap down, or not yet. Bruiser holding on. There's the 3 of Tim Hoffman. The 77 Steve Pollard, he's one of the many rookies in the series. 36 Jacob Britt, he won the Clash at Daytona. There's the 8 of Ron Jackson, the 2 Sam Oskin, the 96 Damian Singletary. Damian running in 17th position. Benjamin Wallace is 2 laps down. The 00 Alex Alves, he is in 16th place. 15th is the 20 of Yale Carrillo. The 1 of Laura Lee Wiebe, 14th place. She had a nasty wreck last week at ISM, but she walked away from it, and that was great to see. 48, Ryan Benjamin, 13th place. Battle for 12th, you see Lindsay Hancock, that 31, getting past the 24 of Stephen Pollard III. Running in 10th place, Brew Zero. Cody Rhodes falling all the way back to 9th. Tavis Aiken is 4 laps down. The 10 of Pablo West. Look it up here. There is a lot of racing going on. Alejandro Rodriguez takes the lead away so far from Logan Gentry. He's getting pushed by Skylar Rocha. Logan at 6 on the outside. Callie Hancock getting a push from 32 of Austin Johnson. Top 7 drivers within a half a second of each other. Skylar Rocha trying to get past the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez. They're catching that 4 of Zach Cronin again. Make sure everybody is alright. Nobody stopped on the track. It looks like Logan Gentry, Alejandro Rodriguez are right now the 2 fastest drivers in this race. Look at Skylar Rocha. Huge run for him. Same with the 42 of Hunter Blade. So Alejandro Rodriguez takes the lead away from Logan Gentry. The 42 of Hunter Blade now in 2nd place. He's going to try to get the lead from Alejandro on the outside. Can't quite do it. I believe we're going to have some green flag pit stops coming up here pretty soon, unless we get a caution. That would be the first time we've seen those, I think, all year, actually. And that could really change the way this race is. If we see a crash on pit road, we will throw the caution. That's actually the reason we're starting to, one of the reasons we're starting to do these races online, so we can throw a caution. We had a crash on pit road last season at Atlanta, at this very track. Caution was not thrown out, and it damaged quite a bit of cars, so if there's a crash on pit road, we will throw the caution. Meanwhile, Hunter Blade on the outside of Alejandro Rodriguez. He is going to try to get the lead away. Skylar Roach in 3rd place. 4th, Austin Johnson. 5th is Logan Gentry. 42 Hunter Blade, he has got some damage on his car, and he is taking the lead here at Atlanta. He has a pretty strong car from what it looks like. The 81 Skylar Rocha, he is going to try to move into 3rd. But Alejandro Rodriguez coming back on the inside. Oh, and they have caught the 4 of Zach Cronin yet again. He almost caused issues earlier. We'll have to see if he slows anybody up. He is going to, I think, slow the 42 Hunter Blade. Look at the 81 Skylar Rocha making a very, very close move on the 42 of Hunter Blade. Skylar will take the lead away. Hunter Blade going to get past Zach Cronin as are the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez, Logan Gentry, and Austin Johnson. That is the top 5. Hunter Blade going to try to pass Skylar Rocha now for the lead. When we see green flag pit stops, we will have to see if anybody has any mistakes. We have seen a couple mistakes on pit road in the past. We'll have to see if that plays a toll in this race. Battle for the lead. Hunter Blade on the inside. Skylar Rocha on the outside. Everyone else pretty much just riding around for the time being. Battling up here with the leaders. This is really where all the battling is happening. You're seeing a lot of cars. Lindsay Hancock further in the back, that 31. She's back in 12th, almost 3 seconds back. I think when these cars get tires, when they come in for fuel and tires, I think the race is going to be a little bit different. I think everyone's going to be a little more aggressive. Skylar holding off the 42 of Hunter Blade. See the 22, Nancy Pryor. She is trying to work her way into the top 5 past the 32 of Austin Johnson. There's the 6 of Logan Gentry, the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez. Behind them, the 17 Callie Hancock, Cody Rhodes, and the 34 of Bruce Zero. To the 22, Nancy Pryor going up top, blocking the 17 of Callie Hancock. So very long green flag run here. "56 laps left in this race. Still a very long way to go. We have some cars a lap down, so if we do have a caution, we have 4 drivers a lap down, so it could create some very tense moments like the truck race yesterday. Cody Rhodes underneath Logan Gentry in the back there, 3 wide for 5th place. Alejandro going to move up to 2nd. Racing starting to heat up back here yet again. These drivers, they are so close to each other at times. Make sure everybody is still on pace with the leaders and not stopped on the track or coming down pit road. See Ryan Benjamin, the 48, he is getting slowed down by the 4 of Zach Cronin. Ryan back to 13th, but he will get past Zach now. Stephen Pollard, Lindsey Hancock, they're battling with each other. Pablo West, the 10, he is in 10th place, side by side with Tavis Haken. Hunter Blade is back out front. Here comes the 32, Austin Johnson. We haven't talked about him in the last 40 laps. He is now up to 2nd place, fastest in practice and qualifying. Doing a great job right now. Running up in 2nd place. Green flag pit stop should be coming up here very soon. Meanwhile, they're catching the 51 of Jeremiah Dwayne. Battle for 3rd. They're 3 wide. Cody Rhodes, Nancy Pryor, Skylar Rocha. Oh, Nancy got a little loose. Almost hit the 81 of Skylar. Still 3 wide off of turn 4. Cody Rhodes going to lose some momentum there. Nancy Pryor going to make a move underneath Austin Johnson, trying to take 2nd place away. Austin Johnson on the outside at 32. Dry Dean Machine. Hunter Blade out front. He has almost a half a second lead. 3 wide for 2nd. Here comes the 14, Cody Rhodes. Underneath the 22 of Nancy Pryor. The 32, Austin Johnson. Huge run off of the turn. He is going to move his way back past the 22. 51 laps to go here at Atlanta. Still a lot of racing left. They're catching the 51, Jeremiah Dwayne. He is about to go 1 lap down. Have to see where Hunter Blade goes, if he can get past Jeremiah without any issues. Or if Jeremiah is going to hold him up, and if he does, we might have a new leader. Austin Johnson, Cody Rhodes, they're battling beside each other. Battle for the lead again. Here comes the 14, Cody Rhodes, underneath Hunter Blade. Cody Rhodes has been a very dominant driver today. Seeing some cars kind of come and go as this race wears on. Alejandro Rodriguez, he's falling back. I really think the tires are playing a huge role in this race right now. Once they get fresh tires, I think we'll see a different race. They're side by side for the lead. Hunter Blade, Cody Rhodes. Who is going to get past Jeremiah Dwayne? I think it's going to be Cody Rhodes. Jeremiah Dwayne going to hold up the 42. He's going to go down low, possibly hold up Cody Rhodes. Hunter Blade on the outside, though. He is going to get the lead back away from Cody Rhodes. He's going to clear Jeremiah Dwayne. Last night we saw in the truck race, we had a pretty long green flag run, and then two of the lap cars actually ended up wrecking each other. Could see the same exact thing in this race. Here comes the 14, Cody Rhodes, with another great run off of turn number 2 on the backstretch. Now Nancy Pryor going to try to take second place away. Next week for the Cup Series, we are going to Auto Club. We are off of the truck race. Truck race is going to, I think, be off for about 2 weeks. Auto Club next week for the Cup race. Then the week after, it's going to be Bristol. Bristol should be a very entertaining race. Oh my God, I cannot talk. Jeez. So you see the 41 Tyrell Resner, he's coming down pit road. Looks like green flag pit stop's going to start. Are any of the leaders going to come down? None of them come down pit road yet. So Tyrell going to go 1 lap down. Meanwhile, the 4200 blade still out front. Tyrell Resner, the only driver coming down pit road. Hunter Blade still out front. Nancy Pryor, the 22, second place. Battle for third with Austin Johnson and Cody Rhodes. None of the leaders coming down pit road yet. So the top 9 drivers are within 2 seconds of each other. Oh, Austin Johnson, the 32, on the apron. Something happening with that car. Now he is going up the track. He slowed down a lot. I don't know what happened there. He got loose. Maybe he has a tire going down. But Austin Johnson going to fall back a couple positions. I think these tires are pretty much at their end point. I don't know if Austin just got loose. That was really weird, but he is back up to speed, side by side with Logan Gentry. Logan Gentry, Bruiser on the outside line. 51, Jeremiah Dwayne. He is right up here with the leaders. He has not really fallen back that much, even though he's damaged and a lap down. Pablo West, Tavis Haken still further back. They're drafting with each other. No one else on pit road. Hunter Blade, Nancy Pryor, Cody Rhodes, the top 3 drivers, starting to pull away. The 34 Bruiser, he is 4th place. Still waiting to see if we have a caution at any point in this race. Look at that. The 32 Austin Johnson, Logan Gentry, they just got right past the 34 Bruiser. Bruiser's going to lose 2 positions there. Skylar Rocha, Alejandro Rodriguez battling for 7th. Looks like the 4200 blade, the leader, is going to come down pit road. He is going to get his scheduled pit stop. Same with Laura Lee Wiebe. She's now on pit road. So that hands the lead over to the 22 of Nancy Pryor. Nancy Pryor about a half a second ahead of second place Cody Rhodes. Austin Johnson, after he almost wrecked a few laps ago, he is now back up to 4th. Nancy Pryor on the apron, just about on the apron. She's going to come down pit road. So Nancy Pryor in pit road for her scheduled pit stops. Now Cody Rhodes is going to be the race leader. See the 38, the 21, Axel Zero and Sarah Rocha coming down pit road for tires and fuel. So green flag pit stops underway. We're seeing a lot of drivers pit. Cody Rhodes, see if he comes down pit road. A lot of drivers slow on the bottom of the track. I think they're all coming down pit road. Cody Rhodes and Bruiser are going to stay out. Logan Gentry slowed up everybody in this pack. So Cody Rhodes, Bruiser 1st and 2nd. A lot of drivers still staying out. Damian Singletary on the apron. I don't know if he has an issue. He might be out of fuel. He is really slow on the track. See if he gets to pit road without any issues. He does. You see pit road, a very busy place. Ryan Benjamin, Alex Alves, Logan Gentry, Lindsey Hancock there on pit road. I believe the rest of the leaders come down pit road, except for Cody Rhodes and Bruce Zero. They're staying out. They're not coming down pit road yet. If we get a caution flag at this point, the 14 and 34 should be in pretty good hands, but they are going to come down pit road. You see them on the apron now. They're going to be the final two cars coming down pit road to get tires and fuel. To see, I don't know who the leader is going to be. Look at here, they're racing pretty hard here. Ryan Benjamin almost into the back of Bean Weeby. He slowed down a lot. He's going to come down pit road. I believe Alejandro Rodriguez, the 11, I think he is going to be the leader. Tavis Aiken right in front of him. It might be Logan Gentry, actually. Nancy Pryor, possibly. She is out front. I believe she will probably cycle around to be the leader. So Ron Jackson is the race leader now. He has to come down pit road still. A lot of drivers merging back on the track. 4200 Blade actually might be the leader, and then I think Nancy Pryor might be second. The one of Laura Lee Wiebe, she is up in the top 5. She actually might be second. I have no idea. We'll find out here shortly. Everybody pretty much spread out. 42 of Hunter Blade will be the race leader. He is going to have a huge lead over Laura Lee Wiebe. I don't know where Laura Lee came from, but she is up to second place. Laura Lee battling with Nancy Pryor. So Hunter Blade, the 42, is the race leader after pit stops. Almost 3 seconds back, Laura Lee Wiebe and Nancy Pryor, second and third place. You have the 6 of Logan Gentry in fourth. Fifth is the 31 of Lindsey Hancock. She has made her way into the top 5. Right behind Lindsey is the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez. Skylar Rocha, 7th place. 8th is Cody Rhodes. 9th, Callie Hancock. 10th is the 77 of Steve Pollard, battling with Bruce Zero. So a few drivers have kind of worked their way up into the top 10 that we have not really seen yet. Now, 77 of Steve Pollard, he is 11th place. 12th is the 32, Austin Johnson. 13th is Pablo West. Look at 14th, the 21, Sarah Rocha. Have not talked about her at all today. Now she is working her way towards the top 10. She won this race 1 season ago, and that started her season and I believe helped her win the championship. 36, Jacob Britt, 24, Stephen Pollard, the 3rd. There's Ryan Benjamin. Ryan has fallen back to 18th place. He needs a caution if he wants to get back up towards the front. Sam Doskin, Alex Alves, they are back in 20th and 21st. See a few drivers a lap down. Matt Riddle, Tim Hoffman there. Ron Jackson, Brendan Hancock. 96, Damian Singletary had retired from the race. He had ignition issues. Didn't see that happen. Must have happened under the pit stop cycle. So 33 cars left in this race. You see the cars out of the race. Damian Singletary, Logan York. They had issues. Everyone else had wrecked. Tyrell Resner going a lap down, possibly. Hunter Blade going to try to get past him. We've only had 2 cautions today. It's been a fairly calm race. Nancy Pryor, the 22, second place. She has passed Laura Lee Wiebe, and she is trying to catch Hunter Blade. Laura Lee falling back. Here comes Logan Gentry. Zach Cronin, the 4, he is on pit road. 22 of Nancy Pryor. She is catching the 42 of Hunter Blade in a heartbeat. She gained about a half a second that last time by. See how far back she is this time by. Hunter Blade trying to get past Tyrell Resner. Tyrell putting up a fight, trying to stay on the lead lap. Nancy Pryor, the 22, is less than a second away from the race leader. She is closing in on Hunter Blade. That's the 42, the green and black car. He is the leader. Hunter Blade does have some damage. You can see right there the hood is raised just a little bit from that first caution. He's been able to work his way into the lead. But Nancy Pryor is catching him quickly. Nancy Pryor continuing to close in on Hunter Blade. I think the damage with that 42 car, I think that's going to slow him up. We might see a couple other drivers catch up to these drivers as well. Logan Gentry, Laura Lee Wiebe, 3rd and 4th place. And look at the 22, Nancy Pryor, battling with the 42 of Hunter Blade for the lead. Can she get past him and the 41 of Tyrell Resner? Tyrell trying to hold on to his lap. Nancy Pryor, huge runoff of turn number 2. But she is going to be blocked by the 41 of Tyrell Resner. Can she get past him off of turn 4? Hunter Blade going to hold on to the lead for now. Nancy Pryor still trying to get past both the 42 and the 41. She might have it now. She is going to be on the inside of the 41 Tyrell Resner and Hunter Blade. Hunter Blade might be able to get a good run off the high side. Maybe not. So now the 22 Nancy Pryor to the front. Tyrell Resner still in front of Hunter Blade. I think Nancy Pryor is going to run away with the lead now. Nancy Pryor going to catch the 4 of Zach Cronin here soon. Brendan Hancock about to go a lap down. Some of these damaged cars are slower and off the pace. Sarah Rocha catching the 36 of Jacob Britt. That is for 15th place. 54 Evan McCollum, he is a lap down. I believe 2 laps down now. Austin Johnson, that 32, fell back after pit stops. Lindsay Hancock in that 31, Callie Hancock in the 17. They're battling with each other. Callie gets past her, and she's going to try to get past Skylar Rocha and Skylar Rocha and Cody Rhodes. Cody slowing down. Here comes Skylar Rocha and Callie Hancock, almost into the back of Cody Rhodes. A lot of racing back here. Logan Gentry a little under 3 seconds back. Hunter Blade did get past Tyrell Resner. See if Hunter Blade can catch up to Nancy Pryor now. He lost the lead a few laps ago. Down the 42, Hunter Blade. He is starting to catch the 22 of Nancy Pryor. They have about the same exact laps. Meanwhile, behind them, there's a lot of racing going on back here. 3 wide, Callie Hancock. Underneath, Cody Rhodes, Alejandro Rodriguez. the one of Laura Lee Wiebe. She is in this mess of cars. 95 Tavis Aiken, 4 laps down. He unfortunately will not be able to get those 4 laps back. Sixth of Logan Gentry. He is starting to catch the 22 and the 42. This could end up being a shootout with a lot of drivers involved with the finish here. They are catching Zach Cronin, though. See if that 4 of Zach Cronin, the damaged car, see if he is going to be an issue for any of these drivers. Bruce Zero up to 3rd place. Bruce Zero, Logan Gentry, they're going to get past Zach Cronin. Skylar Rocha right behind Zach. Up front, Hunter Blade falling back just a little bit. He's trying to work that bottom line, but the middle and the high line seem to really be the fastest lines. Nancy Pryor leading this race, 20 laps to go this time by. Hunter Blade running in 2nd, 3rd is Bruce Zero. Bruce Zero and everybody else in that pack from about 2nd to 10th, they are 3rd to 10th. They are catching the top 2 drivers. Again, if you have not signed up for the website that's on the bottom of the screen, please go ahead and do so. We post a lot of information, the schedule, any schedule changes on there. 4200 Blade, he has fallen back a little bit. 34 Bruce Zero, Logan Gentry, 3rd and 4th place. They are catching the 22 and the 42. We could have a pretty big pack of cars at the end of this thing. We'll have to see if they can catch him. Logan Gentry, that 6th. He's been pretty quick all race long. The 42 of Hunter Blade. He was involved in the first crash. He has damage to his car, but he's been able to keep up with the leaders, running in 2nd place. Here comes the 34 Bruce Zero. He is going to try to battle the 42 of Hunter Blade for 2nd place. Hunter Blade going to hold on to 2nd. They have caught up to the 22 of Nancy Pryor. Who is going to win this race? You see, Bruce Zero gets a huge run off of the turn. And now he is up to 2nd. He is right with the 22, Nancy Pryor. Bruce Zero does not have a win yet this season. He won at Phoenix last season with 2 races to go, and that put him in 5th place for the points. And he was able to contend for the championship until he was involved in a crash. Battle for the lead now. The 34 Bruce Zero has caught Nancy Pryor. Side by side for the lead. Here comes the 6 of Logan Gentry. Hunter Blade falling back to 4th. So Bruce Zero 2, the lead, the 34 car. Nancy Pryor going to fall back to 2nd. 3rd place, Logan Gentry. And behind them, the 42. He is actually kind of slowing some of these cars up. The 95 Tavis Aiken 4 laps down. The 77 of Steve Pollard is up in the mix. Same with the 17 Callie Hancock. The 11 Alejandro Rodriguez. Back here, the 14 Cody Rhodes led a good bit of the race early on. He has fallen back to 8th place. 42 Hunter Blade, he is trying to hold on to 4th place. Meanwhile, up front here, Bruce Zero takes the lead. Logan Gentry battling with Nancy Pryor. They're trying to battle for 2nd place there. Bruce Zero somehow getting to the front here in Atlanta. We've got 14 laps to go. It's been a very calm race. We've only seen 2 cautions. Caution early on. Huge crash on the backstretch. And then the 95 Tavis Aiken. He had an issue. Stopped on the track. We had to throw the caution out there. There was a crash under the yellow flag. And then we've seen a lot of great racing since then. Look at back here, the 20 Yale Carrillo, the 10 Pablo West, 21 Sarah Rocha, Tim Hoffman, Ryan Benjamin, they're all in this pack. They are racing hard with each other. That's back from 13th to about 23rd place. Skylar Rocha, the 81, he is in 9th place. Hunter Blade falling back further. I think the damage to his car might have finally caught up to him. Callie Hancock, the 17, trying to get past Hunter. Hunter Blade, he is, I believe, going to be in the top 5 in points after this race, even if he finishes around 10th place. Right now he is in 6th place. Up front, Nancy Pryor coming back on the 34 of Brew Zero. Brew's got a great run into that turn. See Logan Gentry, the 6th, the 11, Alejandro Rodriguez, they're 3rd and 4th place. 5th place at 77, Steve Pollard. He hasn't been a factor in this race at all until now. He is up in the top 5. Will we have a late race caution, or will we end this race without a caution? So 3 wide here. Look at that. Logan Gentry almost into the side of Nancy Pryor. Here comes Steve Pollard. Alejandro Rodriguez from 4th to 2nd. He is trying to hunt down the 34 of Brew Zero. Almost had a crash there. 10 laps to go. Nancy Pryor falling back to 3rd in that number 22 car. See if she can get a run back up towards the front. They're catching the 9 of Brendan Hancock. I don't know how he is going to affect this race. Will he slow any of the leaders down? Logan Gentry not on the outside of the 22 of Nancy Pryor. He is going to take 3rd place away. Nancy back to 4th. That 6, Logan Gentry, has been one of the fastest cars all race long. Same with the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez. Alejandro right on the back bumper of the 34 of Brew Zero. Can he get past him for the lead? Less than 10 to go here at Atlanta. We have been caution-free for about 70 or 80 laps now. I don't think we're going to see a caution in this race. Look at the 6 of Logan Gentry. He got a great run off of turn 4. He might be side by side with Alejandro Rodriguez. Logan Gentry battling 2nd place. Now he takes 2nd away from the 11. Brew Zero holding on to the lead for now. Alejandro Rodriguez back to 3rd, 4th, Nancy Pryor. And 5th is the 77, Steve Pollard. Last week we saw Hunter Blade get 2nd place in the race. Hunter Blade running in 8th place, was the leader a few laps ago. Nancy Pryor got 4th, and she is in the top 5 again. So I believe Nancy is going to be the points leader after today's race, if she can hold on to her position. A lot of battling still for 2nd place, as Brew Zero has about a 2nd lead over Logan Gentry. Logan Gentry, 2nd place. 3rd, Alejandro Rodriguez. 4th is that 77 of Robert Pollard, or Steve Pollard, my bad. And 5th place, the 22, Nancy Pryor. Brew Zero still leading this race. He's led for about the last 5 laps. He is getting a huge lead between him and 2nd place. Logan Gentry trying to battle for 2nd place again. He has a huge run off of turn number 4. Nancy Pryor has fallen back to 5th after leading some laps. Callie Hancock in the 17 and the 14 of Cody Rhodes, they are back in 6th and 7th place, and they are working their way towards these leaders. This time by the 34 Brew Zero, 5 laps to go. He has caught a lap car. We'll have to see what he does. Will he get stuck behind Brendan Hancock, or will he be able to get past Brendan without any issues? Next week is Auto Club. That is at California. That's going to be a very fun track. Like I said before, if you If you have not made an account at the Allstar Racing Series.mn.co website, please go ahead and do that. You can see all the important information for the series. If we change anything, if there's a schedule change, you'll see all of that. Bruce Zero, he has caught the 9 of Brendan Hancock, but he is stuck behind him right now. That's going to slow Bruce down a little bit. I think Bruce might have this race in the bag, though. Alejandro Rodriguez, a second back. Third place, Logan Gentry. Nancy Pryor now up to 4th place. 77, Steve Pollard back to 5th. Here comes the 17 of Callie Hancock, the 14 of Cody Rhodes. Cody has been probably the fastest driver all race long until pit stops happened. Brendan Hancock, that 9, trying to hold on, trying to get his lap back. Alejandro Rodriguez, the 11, he did have a faster lap than Bruce Zero that time by. I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch the 34. Nancy Pryor, the 22, trying to catch the 6 of Logan Gentry. Oh, the 32, Austin Johnson. He is on pit road. I don't know. Something happened there. I guess he had a tire go down, but he is now back in the race. I think everyone else is all right. Yeah, 32, Austin Johnson on pit road. And now he is back out on the track. 3 wide back here, Matt Riddle, Laura Lee Wiebe, and the 3 of Tim Hoffman. Tim got a huge run off of the turn. Cody Rhodes, a 14, coming down pit road. He has an issue. They just came down pit road not too long ago. I don't think that was a scheduled stop. Meanwhile, Bruce Zero, final lap. He is in the lead. Has a little over a second lead over the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez and the 6 of Logan Gentry. Can everybody make it on fuel? Alejandro Rodriguez is in second place. But the 34 Bruce Zero going to come out at turn number 4. I think he is going to win. He does not come down pit road. He has enough fuel. Bruce Zero will win his first race this season. And he will snap the rookie's winning streak of 2 races. He is the first veteran to win this season. I don't know if anyone else is on pit road or not. I don't think anyone else is. Cody Rhodes came down pit road. I guess he either had a tire down or could not quite make it on fuel. But the 34 Bruce Zero is the race winner. Second is Alejandro Rodriguez. Third, Logan Gentry. Fourth, Nancy Pryor. Fifth, Steve Pollard. Sixth, Callie Hancock. Seventh, Hunter Blade. Eighth, Skylar Rocha. Another good finish for him. Ninth, Lindsey Hancock. 10th is Tim Hoffman. He needed that finish. That is a great rebound for him this season. Laura Lee Wiebe, 11th. 12th, Matt Riddle, the points leader entering this race. 13th, Jacob Britt. 14th, Pablo West. 15th, Yale Carrillo. 16th, Stephen Pollard III. 17th, Alex Alves. 18th, Ryan Benjamin started up in 4th place, fell back to 18th. 19th, Sam Oskin. 20th, Sarah Rocha. 21st, Ron Jackson. 22nd, Axel Zero. 23rd, Robert Pollard. 24th, Cody Rhodes. And he was en route to get a top 10 finish. Unfortunate for him. And then you see everyone else a lap down. Brendan Hancock, he went a lap down late in the race. Austin Johnson, he was up in the top 10. And he had to pit. He had issues, so he finished 26th. Tyrell Resner, Evan McCall, and Jeremiah Dwayne, Benjamin Wallace, Bean Wiebe, Tavis Haken, Zach Cronin, all multiple laps down. Out of the race, Damian Singletary, he had mechanical failure. Muhammad Abdullah, April Pryor, John Book, they all wrecked under caution. A massive crash in turn 3 after pit stops from the second caution. Logan York retired with mechanical issues after having piston issues under caution. And then the first caution, the 19 Dylan Eberheimen, the 37 is Alvin Jones subbing for his brother who is injured. They were involved in that first crash, out of the race early. So a pretty wild race at the beginning and a somewhat calm finish. Bruce Zero gets his second career win in the Allstar Offline Racing Series. Stay tuned. I'm going to see if I can get the points posted for you guys. If the points aren't posted in this live stream, I will have them posted in the highlight video. So stay tuned. Go through and save the replay and the results. Hold on 1 second. I will be back in about 1 minute. Alright, I'm back, guys. So let's see if we can get the points posted for you guys on this live stream. And I think it was Gamer X earlier. You asked if I could post the link for the Daytona 2019 game. I looked. It's actually on a website where you need to create an account. If you go ahead and if you could create an account at the Allstar Racing Series.mn.co website, go ahead, create an account there, and send me a message. I can send you a link. I'll upload it to, I don't know, Media Share or somewhere like that, and you can have that file. In the meantime, let's see. Hopefully we can get the points posted. Alright, let's see here. There we go. So this was the points entering race number 2. This is not official, so do not think that's official. Hold on 1 second. Gotta go here. I always forget how to do this at first, but hold on 1 second. We will have the points posted. I gotta get out of that too. Only takes about a minute or two, so not too bad. Go ahead and add this race in. All right. So here we go. We're going to see who the points leader is. Oops, I put race 2. It's actually race 3. I don't know what I was thinking there. So leading the most laps was Hunter Blade, the 42. See a lot of different laps led. 24 lead changes, 2 cautions, 12 different leaders. Save those results. So after the third race, Nancy Pryor is the points leader. Alejandro Rodriguez moves into second. He is only 4 points back. Matt Riddle fell back to third. He is 36 points out of the points lead. Hunter Blade was able to move up to fourth, even though he finished a little further back, around 8th place. He is 61 points back. With Bruiser's win, he moves from 21st to 5th in points. Callie Hancock moved up 9 positions. Other drivers that have moved up positions, Skylar Rocher went from 17th to 10th. Lindsay Hancock, she gained 11 positions, went from 26th to 15th. Logan Gentry, he went from 33rd to 16th in the points. Laura Lee Wiebe, she went from 29th to 19th. It's unfortunate for Bean Wiebe. He had another issue on the track. Did not DNF this race. He did not finish last week, but he finishes pretty poorly again, and he will be 40th in points. April Pryor, she had issues as well today. She finishes 39th. Dylan Eberheimen wrecked last week, wrecked this week, 2 DNFs. He is back to 26th after finishing in the top 5 at Daytona. Logan York, another driver, he fell back 10 positions. He was in 14th, back to 24th with his mechanical issue. The All-Star race coming up in a couple weeks or so. I think, 8 races left or so for the All-Star race. 4 more races left until we have the All-Star race. That is going to take the current active pole winners from the Cup Series this season and last season. So anybody with a pole so far, that would be Logan Gentry, Laura Lee Wiebe, and Austin Johnson would all be involved with the All-Star race. So that is the point standings after race number 3. It's been a kind of up and down season for a lot of drivers. Kind of crazy so far. We will see you guys, though, next week at Auto Club. Like I said, go ahead and join the website. Let me actually... I don't know where I'm going to put that. Hold on 1 second. So there we go. Let me resize this. So there you go. allstarracingseries.mn.co. If you're not part of that website yet, please go ahead and sign up there. We post all sorts of stuff, any information. If we have a schedule change, anything like that happens, you will be one of the first to know if you are a part of that website. It's completely safe. It was made by Logan York, who is one of the regulars in this series. So huge shout out to him. But allstarracingseries.mn.co, it'll bring you right to the front page. You can create an account. Still obviously go to YouTube to watch the races, the live streams, and other things like that. But this is just kind of where we keep all the other information. I'm going to start using that website a lot more than what I have been using. So, it's been a great night of racing. A lot of interesting stuff happening at Atlanta. We saw the first veteran driver win this season, Bruzero, getting his 2nd win in his career. And we see Nancy Pryor, the points leader, with Alejandro Rodriguez 2nd. It's been a great day of racing, guys. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully we will see you guys next week again at Auto Club. Should be a great race then. And we've got some very interesting races after that coming up. Until then, we will see you guys later. Have a great night. Enjoy your evening.